welcome to the Muskegon Channel. It's Andy O'Reilly, and today I'm down at the Holiday Inn downtown Muskegon, and next to me here is Molly Barker, who is the founder of Girls on the Run. Now, we've done a story or two over the years about Girls on the Run, and I think it's a pretty remarkable program for young ladies in Muskegon and anywhere for that matter. And when I hear the founder of this thing's coming to town, I'm going to beg, I'm going to borrow, I'm going to do what I have to do to get a couple of minutes with you, because what you've started is pretty remarkable. Thank you for taking a few minutes before you're going to do a Rotary Lunch here.
Yep.
Thank you for taking a couple of minutes to talk today. I know you're very busy scheduled today. Talk a little bit about, Molly, where the inspiration came to get Girls on the Run started.
Sure. So I'm a girl.
No.
I grew up.
Really?
Grew up in the 70s.
Okay.
You know, and I'm 57 years old. And struggled myself, as many girls do during adolescence, with trying to fit in and conform to some stereotype of girlhood.
Yeah.
And I've always been an athlete as well, so those two things didn't really go together. As a Southern girl, I just didn't feel like I fit in. And so the sort of quick edited short version is I started drinking when I was about 15.
See, I was 12 when I started.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I wasn't a girl and I wasn't Southern
exactly.
and all
Yeah,
that, but
it's
start
trying
young.
to fit in and cope and just feel like I was, it just was a coping mechanism.
Right,
you know?
right.
And so, but running also about the same time that I started partying and drinking, you know.
I didn't.
Running.
That's why you're skinny and I'm fat. Hey, perfect.
I think we're both doing some pretty good things.
Yeah, we're trying anyway.
So the running was sort of a savior. So it was like
Sure.
I was in competition. This running that where I felt strong and empowered, and then these other behaviors that were not enhancing who I was.
Right.
So finally, at age 32, I hit bottom,
Yep.
and when I came to.
I was
realized-
33.
Yeah, there's
a pattern.
There is,
All
and
right.
I actually think there is.
Yeah.
A lot of folks, you know,
Yeah.
awaken at that age.
Yep,
I don't know.
yep.
I had just couldn't go on like that anymore.
You can't.
And so about 3 years after I got sober, I started Girls on the Run.
Okay.
And it was really to give girls some tools to define themselves on their own terms, you know, define girlhood for themselves, define who they are, so that maybe the coping mechanisms they might use would be more positive, certainly, than the ones I chose.
When you started it,
Mm-hmm.
was it with what it's become in mind? Did you ever fathom that it would be what it is today?
You know, it was a double-edged, it was like two sides of the same coin. It was about starting small, impacting 13 little girls in my neighborhood,
Yeah.
right? That was it. But in my heart, I kind of could visualize it being what it is today.
Really?
Yeah, and I might not have said it out loud because that was a little scary
Yeah.
to think of it that way.
Yeah.
So I just did what I could, where I could, planted seeds in my own community,
Yeah.
and then that's how it grew.
Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
amazing thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was first made aware of Girls on the Run a couple of years ago, and you know, can we talk about the program? Can we talk about how this works, and all that kind of stuff? And then invited down to the Muskegon event to MC or do the medal presentations and things like that. And for me, you know, I'm a grandparent. I've got a couple of granddaughters, and they're remarkable. And we've got daughters, and we've got, and to watch the sense of accomplishment. And you know, I only see the very end game of everything that goes on at Girls on the Run. But to watch that sense of accomplishment when they cross that finish line and you're there to hand them that medal, it's powerful. It's
powerful.
really an emotional time and an amazing thing to be a part of, and to know that this program has given these girls that. And you know, I circle back to the, you know, when I was first learning about the program, they said that the girl's identity and her best feelings of herself really peak at about 9 and 10 years old.
Yeah, the research shows that their self-esteem begins to drop after that point. And I think what's great is we've just had some research about the Girls on the Run curriculum that has shown we actually maintain that sense of worth through adolescence and even beyond the program.
It's
So
important.
it's pretty exciting.
And it's a generational thing.
Yeah,
If you
totally.
get this younger generation, they're going to carry that onto their kids and forward and forward and like that. You've gone on to I mean, you got the ball rolling. I mean, you're a snowball. I mean, let's face that. It's rolling down the hill.
Yeah.
You've taken Girls on the Run to where it is. What have you done since?
So I left Girls on the Run not really knowing exactly what would come next. I love taking risks that are at least positive ones, right? And I was quickly, not long after retiring from Girls on the Run, asked to serve on this thing called the Commission for Political Reform. And it's a think
Not
tank.
that we need that.
Yeah,
Right?
and this was in 2014, or 13.
Yeah.
So it's a think tank that was going to explore how we could get our elected leaders to speak more civilly to one another.
Yeah.
And it was in Washington. I spent 2 years there, and the truth is I left very disheartened because we made some wonderful recommendations, and clearly, by the looks of things, not a one has been.
It's ridiculous.
It is really shameful.
You know, we talked. I'm a candidate for a state seat.
Yeah.
I can't believe what I see in some things. Where's the practical thought of politicians today? Where is the compassion?
Totally.
You know, we had a story pop up last night about, and we had a big thing in Lansing yesterday. The police and firefighters unions, they're going to wash away their pensions. How can you do that? They paid into that to assure their. And there are people out there going, well, there's no money. Find it.
Right.
Find it somewhere.
Yeah.
And I can't understand that, how can you take away what they paid into?
Yeah, and one of the things that, one of the things.
It's just practical sense.
And how to embed compassion, which is into a practical infrastructure,
right?
So that both can be accomplished. How can I be practical and compassionate? How can I be efficient and compassionate?
Yeah.
And to me, sometimes I feel like our emphasis, at least my experience in Washington, was that we're focused so much on the practicality and the efficiency that we've forgotten the importance of compassion and how we behave with one another.
And that's what politicians are there for, is to make sure people are taken care of.
Yeah, and our humanity.
Yeah.
Right?
It's kind of my approach,
Yeah.
anyway. We'll
So-
see if it works.
Yeah,
we got a year to find
Well,
out.
and like you said, even if it doesn't work, even if you
Yeah.
don't win, right?
Yeah, right.
You are that person.
Yeah,
Right?
it's not going to define me.
No.
Tell me
Yeah.
the future.
Yeah, so after leaving Washington, I worked on a new project called the Red Boot Way.
Okay.
And it sounds very much in alignment with who you are, but really it's 11 practical ways. It's a way of being that we are encouraging people to live into to deal with this vitriol and us and them in the world. So we have immersion programs. We teach people how to do this, but the truth of the matter is people have to be willing to listen. They have to be willing to be curious. They have to be willing to assume positive intent.
Yeah.
So I started that a couple years ago, and it's now beginning to gain some momentum. So I'm excited to watch that grow.
Let me know what I can do.
Okay.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you so much. Yeah.
If people want to get in touch with, we'll put all the links here and
Yeah,
everything for
cool.
Girls on the Run, but you're still behind this 100%?
Oh, Girls on the Run?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Big
it's
deal.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And the people here in Muskegon, all over Michigan. Michigan is our largest Girls
it
on
really?
the Run state.
That's
I
an
think it's
amazing
either
thing.
the first or the second, but
Well,
it's
we'll
up
take
there.
either one.
Yeah.
That's
and
awesome.
so anybody wants to get involved, please check out the link, get
Yep.
and connected. We need volunteers,
Yep.
we need supporters. Yeah.
It's a great thing. You're amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking a few minutes today.
Good
What are you going
luck.
to talk about here at the Rotary Lunch?
Pretty much the latter part of some about Girls on the Run and also some about this sort of compassionate leadership. Yeah.
Good. They could use it. Everybody could use
Yeah.
it.
Thank you.
Molly Barker, founder of Girls on the Run right here in Muskegon today. We're going to put all those links up here. You got a Red Boot campaign link too?
Yeah, it's the redbootway.org.
Yeah, we'll put it right up here on the Muskegon Channel as well. Welcome to town. We're glad you're here. Thank you for
Thanks.
your story.
Yeah.
And we'll follow the progress of all that right here. Muskegon
you.
Channel, Molly Barker with Girls on the Run in Muskegon today.